Okay, it's 4:07 PM. Meeting call to order,
Call to order.
okay, and do a roll call. Chairman Meyer?
Commissioner Meyer here.
Oh, sorry.
Is that right?
Chairman Hoffman,
Here.
Commissioner Fiorito,
Here.
and other members, official members.
Deputy Chief Mark Porlier.
Community Liaison Officer Lara Batten.
Didn't think about that.
Deputy Clerk Schulteis.
Okay,
We have a quorum.
great. All right, so we're looking for approval of June 24th meeting?
So moved to approve the special meeting as well as the executive meeting, or executive session meeting minutes for June 24th.
Second.
Okay, that's a voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, any opposed? No,
Okay,
passes.
and do we need to go into closed session?
Yes.
Okay,
Ooh. Motion to go into closed session for personnel matters.
Second that as well.
Okay, and that's a roll call, so, Commissioner Meyer,
Aye.
Chairman Hoffman,
here. Aye.
and Commissioner Fiorito.
Here.
Aye.
Okay.
All right,
Okay, we have a quorum present, so do you want to back in open session?
okay, return to open session. Okay, so old business, do we have any old business?
No old business.
Old business. Any new business?
New business, I'll just mention a couple of things. Our number one candidate, Barrett Lohr, will be starting with us Monday, August 7th, or August 17th. So he'll be given his 2-week notice this week to his current employer, and we're excited to have him jump on board with us on August the 17th.
Will he be sworn in front of city council, or?
We'll make those arrangements when, we'll talk to him later on this week or sometime next week, and we'll try to make some arrangements for that. Also, I'd like to mention some good things our officers have been doing. We got a call the other day from a woman, she's a Mount Prospect resident, said that her husband, big motorcycle collector, has about 14 bikes, was out riding one of them on Sunday, was in the area of Palatine and Milwaukee. Bike stopped working. So Officer Farina happened to be in the area, saw that he needed some help, and was talking to him about his bikes, and he was able to get a pickup truck over there. I think his wife drove the pickup truck over there, and of course he's an older man, needed some help getting the bike onto the truck. So Officer Farina called Officer Simpson over, and both those officers put the bike on the pickup, really helping the couple out.
Sure.
Because he's got 14 babies. You don't want anyone to get damaged. So they helped him get on there, and she couldn't have been happier, and neither could he.
Wow.
So
Very nice.
that was great for those guys to do.
Nice.
Kudos.
And the same shift, Officer Simpson was part of this with Corporal Smith and Officer Collins. This happened on July the 12th at Rockies. They got a call of about 5 or 6 subjects fighting in the parking lot. They show up. Fortunately, that group was gone, but there was one guy still remaining who was intoxicated, throwing punches at the air, trying to start fights. It's all the other people who were coming out of the bar. Well, it just so happens a group coming out of the bar was almost starting a fight amongst themselves. And fortunately, they were able to calm them down,
Yeah.
and they eventually escorted the person off who was initially throwing punches at the air. Well, he came back, continued throwing punches at the air, and tried to get back in the bar. This is going on for a good 20 minutes. Corporal Smith, Officer Collins, and Officer Simpson, according to George Sellis, showed extreme restraint and patience dealing with this man.
Yes.
So, along with all the other exiting patrons
Sure.
who were maybe going to start a fight.
Sure.
So they were able to calmly approach the situation, calm everyone down. Of course, they had to take that one guy into custody because he tried getting back into the bar, and that was a no-no. But George and several other people around there, the bouncers and even other witnesses, were extremely impressed by their performance, how patient they were, and how they handled the situation. So they're going to get some kudos. I'm going to do some write-ups for them, and a job well done by these officers.
Great.
Fantastic.
That's wonderful.
And-
See if you can get them on Fox News.
Right.
They don't want to hear about that.
Right. And the only other thing I have to add is the vehicle situation. We have one of the vehicles, 604. It's got the new decals on it, but we're going to have to take it in to get the computers and all the other inside fixtures installed. So the old 604 will be Mark Buffant's new NIPAS car. And that's pretty much, we're not going to be able to get any new cars due to the COVID,
Right.
slow down of production.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to make do with some of the older cars, but we're doing fine. We're doing fine with the fleet.
Okay.
Great.
How's the morale?
Good. We're getting, I tell you what, couldn't be happier with the public, and they seem to feel the same way with us.
Right.
We still get food dropped off here and there.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
so
really good.
just got a nice care package the other day from somebody, all kinds of snacks. I had to fight them off until we were able to get photos, so we could put that on Facebook.
Yep, post it.
Nice, nice.
But no, morale, I tell you what, this is, they know this is a great place to work, our officers, and, I do believe the public feels the same way.
Well, I know, Laura, you're on, on that Ranhurst thing, and I think that really does, that's a very good way of
Getting the information.
showcasing and sort of letting the public know what's going on and what good events can be happening and being, thanking, it's sort of thanking the public. And again, that they're not all Prospect Heights residents, but a lot of them are. And then it's like a Ranhurst kind of thing where if you're looking for something or you're looking for a plumber or you're looking, it's just sort of word of mouth and neighborly kind of, let me recommend so-and-so, and every once in a while, there'll be a really, person that's making some not so nice,
Yeah.
but most people just sort of ignore that and kind of just, try to step back from that, but for the most part, it's a good way of communicating with something's going on, or does anybody be aware because of things that are going on, so, I just wanted to say, yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff from you and for the police department, and that, I think that's good to see. I think that's really good to see.
So what is this?
It's like a.
Not the next door app.
Ranhurst.
I don't,
What's it
I
called?
think it does run through Nextdoor though, because
Right,
that's where I
right.
post it. And then
Exactly,
it floats up
Okay.
there.
right, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not on there
So does it
a
cover like
lot.
all the, because isn't
It's
next
the
door very
area here.
specific to like certain,
But you can choose the
Neighborhoods and-
neighborhoods.
Yes.
so you have the ability to go to
It's
all the
like Mount
Prospect Heights?
Prospect,
Oh, okay.
Prospect Heights, Mount Prospect, Ranhurst, everywhere around
Yeah.
Ranhurst. So,
I have not subscribed to that next door yet. I was close. I was so close.
It's not one of our most popular.
yeah, it's not the biggest, I mean, if I see something or something happens to come by, then I do it, so. But I got the guy that did my driveway from that site.
No kidding.
Yeah, he did, and he did a good job, so, yeah. Any other new business? That's it?
That's it?
Okay, well, then departmental update?
I don't really have any much of an update. I think I covered just about everything.
Okay.
So I've got a couple of things.
All right, good.
So most of our August events have been canceled due to the COVID.
Sure.
We do have one event, so next Tuesday, August 4th, that was when we were supposed to have our National Night Out.
Mhm.
Well, we have now partnered with Link Together, Arlington Heights PD, Buffalo Grove PD, and Wheeling PD, and we're gonna do National Night In. So basically, it's kind of a virtual National Night Out, so we're gonna have a virtual canine demonstration. And then there's gonna be a a picture contest. But we're all kind of trying to come up with ideas of how to,
Get the kids involved.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So
Mhm.
I think there's a scavenger hunt that they're also doing, and
Okay.
so Patrick's gonna come out with me and shoot the virtual canine, and we'll shoot it live, and hopefully technology will work with us, but
Is this gonna be like a Zoom type event or?
no, it's gonna be through Facebook Live.
Ah,
Yeah, we might be able to get YouTube Live, but that is questionable, depending on our Wi-Fi service over there, so we will see what happens. So that's that. We are still talking about possibly doing a movie in the park, but the concerns with that are limiting who can
Mhm.
because then you have your social distancing, and
Right.
you can only fit so many people if
Yeah.
you're gonna have those spaces designated. So we're now talking about a potential movie drive-in idea. So I'm gonna go over to the Park District next week to meet with Marcy
Mhm.
and kind of discuss the logistics of that, how we can make that work.
Mhm.
They actually are making that work for the census. We're having a couple of census events, and they're,
A movie in the park,
A movie
but
in the park, yeah.
Mhm.
we're talking about doing
Yeah, I
a
know
movie
this-
drive-in because the movie in
that's
the
what, yeah,
park is,
That's what they're, yeah. So
yeah.
there's gonna be a couple of things like
What park would you be, or
Doing,
what parking lot?
So we're not 100% positive. We're talking about one of the hotel parking lots
Okay.
because there's not a whole lot of activity going over there right now.
Mhm.
So once we've discussed it with the Park District and seeing how they want to go about it, then we'll approach the hotels.
And you can use one of the walls for your projector screen. and-
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
yep. So the one hotel over there, Hilton, has a big parking garage. So we could possibly put the screen up on the slant up there. So we're talking. We'll see what happens, but we're hopeful just to get something going.
Do you have the movie picked out?
Huh?
Do you have the movie picked out?
No, there's actually copyright issues you have to go through for that, so.
Oh.
We're talking with the Park District about that, too. National Night Out was actually postponed until October 6th. So we're talking about actually doing October 18th and partnering it with the Spook Fest that the Park District does.
Okay. Mhm.
So they'll have that going on. Then there's some activities they have hay rides and things like that we can do. So.
Mhm. Mhm.
National Night Out.
That's pretty much it right now.
Any word with what the schools are gonna be doing as far
As
as
of right now, they are going to be in
class?
class.
Mhm.
I've got my crossing guard set up to be there at the intersection, so,
Okay.
but that could change at any moment.
Right,
So
right.
I gotta
Okay.
keep touching, or keep checking in with them.
And this is the grammar school and the middle schools.
Mhm.
They are
Yeah,
gonna be in
District
school.
23 and District
And
214.
then I think the high schools were 214 was
214,
looking at
yeah.
doing, you could stay at home or you could,
Wheeling is still going to, I believe, in class.
Wheeling is going fully in class.
That's what
Okay,
I
okay,
understand.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, because Hersey, I think, I heard was doing, and Buffalo Grove
Rotational block.
was was on a block schedule.
Mhm.
And then you can either be the block where you're in class, or that time when it's on, you're at home, and you have to be on your computer, so the teacher's doing it virtually with the kids in the class and on the screen for those that are at home
Wow.
coming in.
Yeah,
So,
they're
everyone's
trying to
just,
make it work.
everyone's just trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Right.
And to be prepared for in the event it doesn't work, they have a exit strategy that can work for everyone. So, okay.
The only other thing I have to add is there's part-time officers. There's a neighboring agency that will have someone retiring this year, and that officer might be interested in coming with us part-time.
Mhm.
So we'll revisit that if and when it happens, and we'll fill everybody in.
How many part-time
guys
do
you
we
know?
have right now?
We have 3.
We have-
We technically, we used to have 5. We're down to 3.
Okay,
So
so
if-
picking up one more would
That would be
not
a
bad
welcome
idea,
addition.
especially if we have one opening that you're
right.
gonna have to cover, that would be a way to help out with that.
So hopefully that works out.
Mhm.
We're
You know this
waiting to see.
individual?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so our next meeting is Wednesday, the 26th,
Yes.
unless we have to call a special meeting, which Assistant Chief will let us know. I think we can close up.
Sure. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.